But I got the job done. Okay. I am ready to go.
All right.
I am now in your party.
Oh, there you're good. You're good. Let's see. We're going to go into some uncompetitive because we're just going to chill today.
For sure, dude.
Okay.
I like that plan.
So, you want to start now?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hold on. Cancel the search so I can pay attention. Oh, just kidding.
No, I couldn't cancel it in time. Just leave.
Alrighty. Okay, everyone. Welcome to a new thing that you guys are going to be seeing on my channel. This is the first podcast that I'm going to be doing. I don't really know what this one's going to be called yet. It's probably just going to be called... what were you thinking you were going to call it, Porter?
Like the late night show or something?
Late night show with Porter
Muffin
and Josh, or
yeah.
Muffin and Goku, or whatever we decide to name it. But this is something new that I'm trying out on my channel and Porter's trying out on his. And actually, yeah, that's why we're in a competitive. This is just going to be something new that we're kind of trying out. This is the, what do you call the episode before the bigger one? I'll call it the episode before the bigger one. This is a prequel to something that we have already filmed. We just finished filming a podcast with Aaron, me, and Porter. And Tay was there for a little bit, but he kind of had to leave during the middle of it. Spoiler.
Yeah.
So that is going to be coming out after you guys are seeing this one. I'm going to try and crank this one out. But this is something new that we're going to be starting on our channels, and we really like the idea. It should be pretty fun. We're just going to have some topics and some questions that we can ask each other, and
it's gonna
just kind of chill and talk. And that's pretty much what the bigger podcast is too.
Yeah,
honestly.
so for kind of like the idea of this one is just to kind of like the bigger podcast we're going to have, obviously, like animations, whatnot, like just it's going to be a much higher quality and more formal. This idea we kind of had is more just like, you know, we're going to have different video games. I'm going to have my face cam. I'm probably going to have my face cam in the future podcast, but my file got corrupted, so that's like kind of broken. But like this is kind of just like the unfiltered, unprofessional version of that. We're kind of it's just like basically the same idea of a podcast, but it's just like more video game based. So kind of whatever game we're feeling that night, you know, we're just gonna record that, you know. And we like this is basically already what we make in content. Just this is probably just gonna be a little more uncut than most of our other videos.
Yeah, definitely. And we're gonna be trying to film these when we're a little bit more on the like chill side of things.
Yeah.
Because when we're like all hyped up and stuff, it's probably not a good time to be sitting down and doing a freaking podcast.
Yeah, I agree. But like probably when we're in those moods, we might film just like normal videos that we put out.
Yeah.
And these are more for the chill days, which it makes, you know, perfect. We got content for every mood we have.
Every mood, except like the sad and angry.
Yeah.
Gotta come up with those ones still.
But hey,
yeah,
we'll get there one day.
Yeah. So basically, this is just a more chillax version of the other podcasts that we're going to be doing. So,
yep.
Yeah, pretty freaking awesome.
Hope you guys enjoy. I mean, let us know what you guys think in the comments of this idea.
Yeah. And what we mean by more chill, it's probably just going to be like one topic to start us off, and then me and Goku will get talking.
Yeah,
like we already just do this. We just can talk for like hours, and it's just like
so we usually just come on Rocket League and just rant for like hours on end. And that's probably what this is gonna be, because like most of the time we'll like have topics and then we won't even like talk about the topics. We'll just rant. So you guys will just either have to put up with this or go to the actual podcast.
Yeah.
If you don't care about any of us.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Maybe we'll put these on like SoundCloud.
Oh yeah. That would actually be hilarious.
Porter gave me the idea, but can you run SoundCloud when your phone's closed?
Yeah, you can.
Maybe if this is something that people actually like listening to, maybe it's worth it to put it on SoundCloud so people can listen to it while their phone's not open. Like if they're doing something. I don't know. It's just an idea.
Let's put this one up on YouTube, and then we'll see what the feedback is from everyone else if they'd listened to it on SoundCloud.
I like that. I like that.
So let us know down in the comments.
We're
Those.
gonna be some cringy like SoundCloud rapper.
Oh yeah, SoundCloud
Nah, dude.
podcaster.
SoundCloud podcaster. That sounds better than rapper in my
Yeah,
opinion.
it does.
But sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're good, dude. I don't even remember what I was gonna say.
You were saying something about comments.
Oh yeah. Just leave comments for the whole 5 people that are watching this. Just leave a comment if you want us to put it on SoundCloud, because it's not hard to do that.
No, probably not.
And also for the podcast, I'm gonna call it the podcast because we don't have a name yet.
It's probably
for
just gonna be called.
The podcast.
I know mine's gonna be called like AFM Podcast. I think.
Oh
I think
yeah.
that's what I came up with. But
That's actually perfect.
it'll probably just be pretty generic, honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe if there's a good idea, I'll like put that in, but no need to go super crazy. I don't know about you though. Did you have any ideas for?
Not really, honestly. I was kind of just thinking like Sleepy Cabin. I want to do something like them, but that's like it'd be unoriginal if I did that. So
Yeah.
need to.
Original is hard to come by these days.
Yeah. I think I might do something like Goku's domain, Goku's podcast. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Inside.
really all you need. Just, yeah. Alrighty, well, what is the next thing on our list? I don't have it open.
So, right now, let's see. We've already gone on that. Future content we want to make. So, I mean, we've kind of gone in a little bit of depth about that. You just faked both of them.
Oh my
Holy,
gosh.
dude.
Doing the same thing.
Oh, man. That was nice. So,
Okay.
kind of future content for me is, I mean, a lot of it is just this series. I'm gonna try and combine the Minecraft series, because I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do an update video. I was originally planning to do like the announcement for the podcast on a Minecraft video for the survival let's play, but I figured I'd make this and then combine this with some other thing like that. I don't even know. He missed.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't really know where my channel's gonna go at this point. About a month ago, I thought I was completely done and never gonna post again. But if you guys are seeing this right now, then obviously that's not true.
Yep.
I definitely like this because it changes it up just from the old same thing we've been doing all of the time, filming and stuff like that. So
Yep.
I like the podcast thing. If we can really get into it, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Definitely want to post some of the time lapse. I have probably about 5 hours of pretty good time lapse footage on the survival world that I'm doing with Porter and the other boys, Aaron. I definitely want to post that or incorporate that in the podcast somehow. But other than that, I don't really know, honestly. I'm kind of just focused on schooling right now and my job, but I'm sure that I'll get around
that
to
was
it.
nuts, dude.
That was sick.
I boomed that, dude.
So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now with that
Yeah.
stuff.
I feel the
We'll
same
see
way.
where this podcast leads me.
This is kind of
it'll
like
only
this.
last,
This
like-
hopefully sparks something for both of us. 'Cause
Hopefully
I feel like
it does.
Yeah, because I mean, the podcast, like the big one we're all doing together. We're as of right now we're planning on doing that once a week, Sundays. I may or may not start streaming it. That's just I'll talk to everyone if how they feel about that.
Maybe once we get more comfortable doing, like, in a podcast environment, I think
Yeah.
it'd be cool to stream it. But
Yeah,
we
but
probably
might-
need editing right now.
Yeah, because it's
Probably.
awkward.
Yeah.
I can definitely know. So
Yeah.
in the future, probably count on that. I'd say, and for this one, I kind of like we could do a ton of stuff with it. To be honest,
Yeah, we
It's
really
not-
could.
It's not just Rocket League. It's not just whatever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, new content. We'll see how this goes. This is basically like I've always wanted to like start doing like ones and solo threes videos, but that's just boring-ish. So I'm probably gonna give up on that idea.
If you did that, you'd last like one or two,
Yeah,
and then
at
you'd
most.
be done. Yeah.
At most, yeah. So I'm probably just gonna stick with this. And honestly, we do this like often enough. You probably get like 1 or 2 episodes a week.
It's natural for me and you to do this.
Yeah, it is.
This is just what we do, like when
Off
we get
camera.
on and play, like every time.
Yep.
We just get on and play Rocket League and talk. So
Yep. It's actually great. So
yeah.
hopefully you guys enjoy this. And honestly, a lot. Yeah, we're getting destroyed.
Yeah.
So our next topic that we've got over here is YouTube careers in the future. So
Like dreams, like where we want to be, or where do we think we'll be?
both. So like as a dream, where do you want to see your channel when you get 1 million subs or 100K?
Dude, I think it would be awesome if I don't know. Having 1 million subscribers would honestly be so cool. And if we got enough subscribers to turn that into a career or something like that, I think I'd definitely take it up on certain conditions. The first condition, I have to live in a house with my bros.
Oh yeah. Like that
like-
would make it so much fun.
Like
You know?
if me and Porter and Aaron all like got some little house that we each had our like separate recording rooms, or maybe
Yeah.
one big room or something like that, and we could all just like chill together, and we had some like there's basketball court nearby and stuff like that. That would be a dream.
That's
my
the dream.
dude.
That's the dream right there. That's like
making enough money to live like that, plus living with your homies and just doing whatever you want 24/7. That's the dream.
that is the dream
like-
for sure. I agree 100%.
That would be so awesome. And I know we've definitely talked about this before.
Yeah, we
Like-
have. We talk about this a lot, to be
We
honest.
really do.
It's like, because, like, I know I'm not. If it makes sense, like I know YouTube is slowly becoming less and less stable as a job for even like huge
Yeah.
creators. The adpocalypse is just killing all
Yeah.
of their channels.
Yeah, definitely.
And so I know, at least when I'm 21, I know I want to be an Uber driver, which you can make. You make
Wait,
your
really?
Own, yeah,
I've
yeah.
never
not-
heard this before.
Well, so this is not like this is not a super recent thing. It was kind of like in the summer. I was like, dude, when I'm 21, it's not just like a full-time job, just kind of like as an extra, make a couple $100
Just
a
to
week.
make some extra bucks.
Yeah, because it's like you choose your own hours, you work whenever you want, and I mean, you work a
Mhm.
night and you make maybe $100 if you live in a popular area.
Just like
you work-
blasting music, driving people around.
Yeah. So
It
it's
sounds like the lie.
So I mean, you work 2-3 nights through 2-3 days a week, and you bring in a couple $100. It's like easy money, you know, and that will hopefully set me over for at least a little bit while I have some sort of job. But like the dream is to have YouTube and Twitch and all of that be my full source of income, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's not like super.
It's not very realistic nowadays.
Yeah, now it like as a kid it was more realistic then than now it is now, because
Yeah.
of how hard. It's all luck, honestly.
It's the people, we didn't start soon enough.
Yeah,
We got off to such a late start doing YouTube. Like, we could definitely, with the quality that we have in our videos, the audio quality, the video quality, I feel like we're not completely awkward.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we have fairly good commentary. If we started YouTube when all of the other famous people did, we would definitely have made it. I'm almost 100% certain of that.
oh yeah, for sure.
But it's just the time that we started. People are already out there. People already know what they like.
And there's already so many other kids too, like
People are so many people are doing. People are already famous for the stuff of, like, hold on, I can't say what I'm trying to say. People are already famous for the type of stuff that we're trying to do.
yeah,
So if people already have someone like that, then they're not gonna just move to us for no random reason.
we gotta have
'Cause we're
something
doing the same
to bring them to
thing.
the table.
Yeah, and that's what's so hard. 'Cause
Yeah,
originality is just so hard these days.
because like everything's been invented, but
Yeah.
it hasn't at the same time. You just gotta break through.
Who knows though, dude? Maybe something else like YouTube's gonna come out,
True.
and it's gonna be even bigger and better. And
We'll just like jump on that. I was
Yeah.
saying to like Jason, Ethan, back when we were friends, we gotta, like, obviously there's gonna be a new Vine. There's gonna be a future, like, it's not gonna be Vine, but it's gonna be some other program that
Yeah.
like some other app that just busts out huge like Vine did. And you know,
Uh-huh.
all the huge Viners now are all huge YouTubers, and they're all making a ton of money.
Yeah.
So like if we can jump on that early enough, just be good at it, then it's like
Yeah.
it'll help us become popular in the long run, which is like so nice.
That's interesting though. Do you think that something could ever come up and replace YouTube in the future?
Oh,
As far as,
definitely,
like,
definitely.
Videos and
I don't think maybe video wise, because YouTube's just got it down.
you
Like,
can't really do anything more than YouTube has done. Like,
Yeah.
there's not a ton to do.
honestly, yeah, like, and YouTube's already so big, it's like you can't
Yeah.
really replace YouTube. But I definitely think there's gonna be smaller companies that come out, just like Vine did.
Uh-huh.
Different, like, crazy. I mean, that's how Instagram and Facebook, all that started. So
Yeah, that's true.
I definitely think there's room for growth, but I don't know what that growth is. That's what
Yeah.
I want to know, is so
Yeah.
I can. Oh, I couldn't catch up with it.
So if some other smaller company came out with some other video thing that you could share online videos with other people,
Yeah.
do you think it could eventually overtake YouTube? I mean, probably, because everything gets outdated at
Oh, yeah,
one
yeah.
point or another.
Yeah.
But
It may not be within our teenage years for sure.
yeah,
But it definitely something will overtake YouTube.
and maybe it's just YouTube overtaking old YouTube. I don't know if that makes sense. But
There's like a YouTube 2 or something that comes out.
yeah,
I
maybe
can
they
imagine
just
that.
stay on top of the game and keep updating it. It's the same thing for like Apple.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, is something ever gonna get better than Apple? Is there gonna be like a new Steve Jobs who comes out
Oh,
and
yeah.
makes something even better?
That's kind of
Like,
cool to think about too. Like,
Yeah,
There's some genius junior high kid that's gonna come up with a new Apple.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
you know, it's bound to happen, because there has to be, with all the scientific discoveries going on right now.
oh yeah,
Like, there has to be at least some breakthrough that comes through.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's exciting stuff to think about.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cause like when the people that were living back in like early 1900s, they couldn't even imagine phones or
Oh, yeah, yeah,
computers
yeah.
or internet. Like
Or
they,
cars too. Like when cars
Yeah.
came out, that's like a foreign.
yeah, and it just makes me excited to be like, we can be like those people that we know right now, and something else could come out that we didn't even know was possible.
Yeah.
And it could completely change our lives. Like,
That's so cool to think about too.
yeah, it
you know?
really is.
It's awesome.
Well, that was a good
That was a
little
good topic, man.
segment. Yeah. What is there anything else on that topic that you want to say, or
I
should we
mean,
move on to the next one?
I just want to say, I can't wait till I move back to Utah and we all hang out all the time.
I
That's
know.
That's all I'm
Dude,
thinking about.
No,
dude.
you're visiting in less than a month.
I
though.
know,
We have to
yes.
do something when you visit.
We do.
like-
We will. We all have to like do some stupid crap.
How long are you here for?
I'm here from the 29th to the 8th.
Okay, so that's like a solid week.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a solid week. Yeah.
I don't know how much I'm gonna have to do with my older brother, cause yeah, there's like, cause we're coming there for him, so it's like we gotta.
Yeah. Well, you'll have the good. Everyone starts school back up like January 3rd or 4th
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
like that.
So,
So
we'll-
maybe a suggestion. I don't even know if I'm in a place to suggest, but you do stuff with friends for those first couple days that
Yeah.
they have school off. Then you just do all your family stuff the rest of the time
Mhm.
because everyone's
Well,
at school.
Yeah, yeah. See, that'd be perfect.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yes. Moving
what's
on.
the next thing on our list?
So we've got Rocket League Pro Scene. So I know.
Oh yes,
So-
that's a good one.
So this is something that Rocket League is something I'm very passionate about. And
Yeah.
in the past couple months, it's sort of died down.
Yeah,
now
definitely.
This is not really because like I've lost love for the game. It's really just because I've become more depressed as a person, and I've lost motivation for a lot of things in life. But that's a different topic in itself.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you first. How do you feel about yourself, and is that something you want to achieve?
Oh, like being a Rocket League pro?
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely. I think being a Rocket League pro would be so... There are good things about it and bad things, but it would definitely be tons of fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, it'd be a ton of fun, and you'd be able to travel to all these different cool places and meet all these cool people for the first little while. Then Rocket League's gonna die.
Yep.
And you're gonna get older, and that's the downside. Then what are you gonna do after that?
True. And that's, see, one thing that I want, because I want, like, being a professional at any game is just gonna be so much fun.
Yeah.
I want to have a following for my personality, not for my gameplay. So it's like after the game dies, it's like I still have people watching me, so I can still make a living after the game dies, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously, we're both really far from that level, like extremely far. But
yeah,
I mean, it's still a dream, like YouTube.
Yeah, it's a good dream.
Yeah.
It's a good dream, and that it kind of goes back to the thing we were talking about a little bit ago. Maybe there's gonna be some other esport that comes out.
Yeah.
That we're going
Rocket
to
League
get
is
to.
new.
No, Rocket League isn't new. It's actually pretty old.
Well, it's
like
compared to CS:GO and Halo, all the other esports that are really big. That's really
true.
New.
It's pretty new, but like actual time-wise, it's pretty old.
Yeah, it's like 2 years old.
So maybe there's gonna be some new esport that comes out that we're gonna absolutely fall in love with, and we're gonna be part of the first to play that game and
potentially be the first pros.
Potentially be the first pros to that game, and that's how you become a pro.
Yeah, you just start the game.
Cause like in Rocket League, the hard reality is that it would be so hard to become a pro, because the pros are already cut out and defined.
Yeah.
And they keep progressing. They're not plateauing. They keep progressing every year.
Yeah.
Like I watched RLCS championship game or championship something in the RLCS championship from a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They sucked.
Yeah. Compared to what they are now.
So bad. And yeah, that's hard evidence right now that they are definitely not plateaued. They definitely improve every year, and they get faster and faster, and just it would be so hard to become a pro in that sort of scene.
Yeah, that's I'm glad what they're doing with the RLRS, because that allows a new younger
group to kind of
it'll make a better chance of people getting
for sure.
So
in. I don't know how I feel about. I think it's definitely a fun and exciting dream to have, but
it's not super realistic.
No, not at all, honestly.
Yeah,
which is sad, but
yeah, it is sad to think about, because like I want it so bad, but it really is so far from what is needed. Realistic. Or not what needed, but it's far from realistic.
Yeah.
But, hey, I mean, it was fun. If we don't ever get it, it was still fun while we played it,
Oh, yeah, for sure. And those days are definitely not over. We still got Grand Champ, baby. We got to get to Grand Champ.
That day, I feel like will never come, but it will. One day.
Yeah, one day. We thought Diamond would never come, dude.
I know, seriously.
But now look at you. You're up in Diamond 2.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Almost a champ, boy.
Dude, that's so crazy. And after champ, you only got one more to go, then you're grand champ.
Yeah. Dude, that's insane. I can't believe it.
So we're another year, and it's very realistic for that to happen.
True. Yeah, it's exciting stuff.
Yeah.
So, going to the next topic we have is hobbies outside of YouTube. So
that's a fun one.
Yeah, you can go first, because I know you do a lot more than I do outside of
No. I've gone first all the other time, so I'll let you go this time.
All right. So I mean, I don't do too much anymore outside of YouTube and Rocket League because I have no friends.
And his friends are on the internet.
Yep.
You do have friends. They're just
kind of like 2,000 miles away. But
Yeah.
that's yeah. But I mean, I've played lacrosse for 8 or 9 years, so I'm pretty good at that. I'm not great, but I'm pretty not garbage, if that makes sense. You know.
Yeah, it does.
I played varsity in my freshman year, and then I stopped playing because I got bored.
Got bored of playing varsity as a freshman.
Yeah.
That's when you know you have problems. That's when you just go to college, dude.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, I skateboard a lot. I do a lot of skateboarding and longboarding. I'm definitely not a professional at that either. I suck AA. But you know, it's fun. Other than that, I don't know. I'm trying to think because like I don't do anything.
Well, you do school. That's
do
not really a
school.
hobby though.
Yeah, it's kind of something I'm forced to do. And
Yeah.
right now, school's super easy, so yeah. I mean, I'll let you go because I'm just wasting time.
No, you're not. My hobby, probably one of my biggest ones. Porter probably knows what I'm about to say,
Yep, I do.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. Basketball.
Oh yeah.
I am a basketball nut.
He's an enthusiast.
I'm always in the gym trying to improve my game. I actually started off with football, and I was a quarterback for my 7th grade football team. Before that, I played flag football, which was so bad. And I was like, oh, I was a quarterback for a flag football team. And I thought I was so cool, but like, yeah, no. So yeah, basketball. I started off with football, and then I actually got in a longboarding accident, which I think I'm gonna put the picture of what I did to my knee up on the screen. So if you have a weak stomach, look away for a good 10 seconds. Yeah, look away for a good 10 seconds.
Solid crash, 10 out of 10.
Actually, I'll just tell you, the picture is gonna come onto the screen right now.
And
The
gone.
picture is gone, so you can look back if you looked away. But yeah, basically, I was longboarding down a street in my neighborhood at like 10:30 at night, and I was longboarding to my friend's house because I was actually going somewhere to go longboarding with them. And I look up and I see their truck pulling out of their driveway, and I was like, oh crap, they're gonna leave me. So I try and go faster. But right as I looked up and saw that, I hit this patch. They were doing some like weird things in our neighborhood, like with pipes. So there's this patch of new pavement in our street, and surrounding it was all of this loose like gravel shiz. So sorry.
No, you're good.
So I look up, and then I can't really remember, but I don't even think I looked back down at my longboard before I was like flying through the air, and then I came down right on my right knee. It was bent, and that absorbed all of the impact of my body. So I didn't really look for any skin, but I'm pretty sure it just split open, like completely just split open.
Jeez.
So yeah, that's how I did that. It got like, yeah, I don't want to go into any more detail about that because that
Yeah.
sucked. But yeah, that longboarding before my accident, definitely one of my hobbies. Now I really don't longboard anymore.
For good
Which
reason.
yeah, I guess it's a pretty good reason, but it's fun. I don't know. Maybe I'll get back into it if I ever feel like doing it. But yeah, basketball. I played 9th grade for my junior high team, and currently I'm going to a school where they do not have a basketball team. The high school I go to, it's pretty freaking lame. So
nerd
I
school.
played rec last year and play rec this year. And next year I think I'm going to play for the high school I would have gone to because I'll have enough time. So definitely some exciting stuff. Other than that, I don't really think I have any other hobbies. I mean, something embarrassing about myself is I crochet.
I
and
used to knit in elementary school.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm actually making a blanket right now out of this really nice material. Well, I can't say right now. I started it a year ago. But I want to finish it because it's such a soft material. And it would be really nice. But yeah, that's it for me, I guess.
Yeah.
Can't really think of any others.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can go back into longboarding. 'Cause I got quite a few stories. I've got.
Go ahead, honestly.
Yeah.
What are we at for podcast time right now?
34 minutes.
Oh, dude. Easy.
Yeah, we're doing good. We're
Yeah,
doing
we can
good.
go for another 20 if you want,
Yeah,
or
that sounds good to me.
15. All right.
So, trying to think. I have so many. I guess we'll do my longboard getting run over by a car story.
Oh yeah,
So-
I don't think I've heard. Oh my gosh, I'm lagging so bad. I don't think I've heard this one before.
Okay, so this will be new to everyone. So, back in this, I don't remember exactly the time period. I was probably around 15-ish. I had a pintail longboard that had a kicktail, which is basically like the little tail thing that comes up at the end of skateboards. And I just got that so I could do like go off of curbs and whatnot. And basically, one of the colleges that I used to live nearby, and it's actually the college that Muffin goes to right now.
Heck yeah.
They have basically like a bench, like a whole hill. I don't know. It's like a whole area of hills. There's just like this line of roads that are really steep hills. And
Where are you talking about? I'm
so
trying to picture where this is.
you know 400 South and like you know where the Student Wellness Center is?
Yeah.
That hill. So like
Oh, okay.
all
yeah.
north and south of that they're just like all the roads there are like just really good hills.
Uh-huh.
So this time we
Oh,
usually,
yeah. Okay. I got you. Where you?
So we usually go, you know, like late at night. It was usually around 9 to like 12 is usually when we went out. And they had street lamps mostly where we were. And we only went at night, so there was no cars and less cops to kick us out. So, yeah, that's fun. So we used to go into the parking garage, which was there was no skateboarding allowed in it, and that's why we got roasted a lot. So basically, we're coming down this one time. It's about a five level parking garage, so it's probably like 150 feet in the air. And we were coming down, and we got to the main floor where it goes out into the road. And so I exited through one of the pedestrian exits where you walk out, and it goes to a sidewalk where a crosswalk was. And I went out there, and I went off the curb, and then this car came. And so I like dodged the car barely because he's being retarded. And then so I come across the road to the other side of the road, on the right side of the road, and this car comes up. So I kick my longboard up, like with the back of the thing to hold it up so he wouldn't run over. But then because longboards are heavier than skateboards, I like didn't kick it up all the way. And so it went up halfway. I didn't grab it, and it came back down at a weird angle. And this guy in his car, it literally landed because this guy was a foot away from me when I was like, because I was like on the sidewalk curb. Basically, I was like in the gutter. If you guys know where that is, in the street.
The gutter.
I was in the gutter, and the guy was about a foot away from me. And so I kicked my longboard up, and the car had just barely come by, and so the longboard got stuck behind his back wheel, and it just made this huge cracking noise. And I was like I got all red-faced because I was like, did that just happen? What?
Yeah.
I like look at him because I could tell the guy had heard it, and he looked back at me. He was this old Asian guy. He looked back
That's
at
so
me.
funny that he heard something, but he didn't see
No,
anything.
No, he didn't. And he just like
That's so
he
weird.
looked at me with this scowl on his face, and I was like, I kind of like gave him like a question look. I had to like wedge my longboard out from underneath his car tire. and then he just, cause he was at a stop sign, and so he couldn't go. He had to like stop fully. And that's when I like wedged my longboard out, and then he just left. He didn't even do anything. He just left. So
I think I've heard this one before, actually.
Yeah,
it's so good.
So I was just like so confused, and I was just like, did that really just happen? Is he that retarded? Like, what just happened? So I was pretty confused, and my longboard wasn't like completely devastated. It was like cracked halfway down the middle, and so basically if you leaned, you put your too much weight on one side, and you get wheel bite, which is basically where the wheels touch the side of the longboard and like completely stop you. So I stopped longboarding at that point, because we do downhill longboarding, if you guys know what that is. And so basically you just go really fast on longboards. And so I just stopped at that point, because I was like, there's no point, I'm just gonna get wrecked myself. So I was waiting at the bottom of the hill for my friends to come down, and my friends took their last run for the night, because it was like really late. They took their last run, and my friend was, if you guys have never seen like downhill longboarding videos, he was like in one of those positions where he's like squatted down, his hands behind his back. He was doing that, and he stood up, and then his hat flew off. And so one of my friends, Gabe, who was riding closely behind him, like squatted down to pick up his hat. And he picked it up. That was nuts, dude. Holy. So he picked up his hat. He like stood up. He started getting speed wobbles, because he was going like 30 miles an hour. And he got speed wobbles. And I guess another longboarding term. If you guys don't know what speed wobbles is, basically when your trucks you're going so fast you lose balance. And
sorry.
No, you're good. And your board just starts shaking like crazy. You guys got this like nice motion on the camera. No, your board just starts shaking, and it basically throws you off the board, and it's really scary. And so he just starts getting speed wobbles, and he falls off and penguin slides like 20 feet on his stomach. And he still to this day has a scar up his arm from like his tricep into his bicep. It's hilarious, dude. I had never laughed so hard in my life.
Dude,
like,
you know what that reminds me of?
Huh?
That reminds me of what's that kid's name? I'm gonna bomb this Master Hill.
Oh
or something.
yeah. My
What's
name's
his
Marty
name?
McFly.
My name's Marty McFly Williams, and I'm gonna bomb this Master Hill.
Yes. So
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
so I just started laughing so hard. And cuz I was like, this is I like, when he got up, I like helped him up, and I was like, dude, this is literally like the night of like the most worst luck ever. Like,
yeah.
Someone ran over my longboard. And it's not like this was a busy place either. It's like that was the one car that came like every 10 minutes, and that just so happened to be the car that ran over my longboard.
That's so funny.
And then he gets wrecked. Like, most of the time we're not stupid enough to get wrecked, but like honestly we're really stupid, and we got wrecked all the time.
Dude, I can't get that picture. You know, at the end of that Marty McFly.
Yeah, that's exactly
video,
what he did.
He penguin slides.
That's
for, like,
exactly what he did.
Infinity.
Yeah. Just imagine so that, but with like a bigger person.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
So I've got one more if we want to keep going. I got another funny one. Oh, it won't be as long, but it'll be.
Okay, yeah. Go for it.
Basically, if you guys remember the parking garage, one day we went longboarding during school. Don't ditch school, kids. It's not good for you. Not good for your grades. But we went during school, and we were just longboarding at the top of the parking garage because no one's there, and usually the cops can't really hear you. So we were pretty set. So this was back when I was trying to learn how to slide. It's basically where you like break traction on your wheels, and you bring your board parallel with the road, so you can slow down without, all that stuff. And so I was learning how to slide. I had the slide pucks, whatnot, And so my friend Braxton, he has slide wheels on his longboard, where I just had like normal downhill longboarding wheels, which are hard to slide with. And he's like, hey, Porter, you want to try my board out? It's got slide wheels. And I was like, heck yeah, it should be way easy because it's got slide wheels, right? So he gives me his board, and I go down the hill. You know, I push down the first part, and I go down, and I went into a heel slide. It's basically where you kind of just like you sit on your butt, and your toes are towards the bottom of the hill. And I didn't sit back far enough and push out. So basically with your back foot, you're supposed to push out, and I didn't push out at all. So basically I ended up just sitting on the ground, and I was wearing shorts at the time. And so the shorts just came up, and I got this huge, I got road rash all up my butt and my thighs. And then the board just kind of went flying. Now, we were like, because this was on the top floor, we're like, you know, somehow we're going to figure out a way to get our longboard off the roof, right? We were like, all right, so we're going to test this to make sure we can't do it. Now, the guardrails around the edge of the parking garage were these cement pillars with these metal wires that there's like 5 or 6 of them going up to about my waist. Sorry.
You're good.
And they were far enough off the ground that was like your wheels could fit underneath it, but your board wouldn't. We were like testing it. We were like flinging our boards at it just to make sure it wouldn't go off. We're like, all right, we're fine. Doesn't worry. So I sat down on the ground, basically going like 20 miles an hour, and I got road rash. And the board just goes flying. I was like, all right, it's headed straight for the thing. We tested it. It's not going to go through. We're fine, you know? So I let it go because it's going way faster than me. And, you know what it does?
You told me this before.
It goes straight underneath it. Like, literally, straight underneath. It just, like, it's like one of those cartoons where it goes, like, and it just goes straight underneath it. It just... And not even joking, I look back at Braxton, my friend who was at the top of the little thing, and I was like red-faced and pale. I was just like, my jaw dropped. I was so like scared. And then it's because we were on the 5th floor. It was pretty high up. It was like 150 feet up in the air.
You could have killed someone.
It really could have killed someone. A longboard falling off that high. So it goes off the edge. You wait about 2 seconds, and you hear this huge cracking noise. And I just like kind of like took a double take at Braxton, who was the guy who let me use his longboard. And I looked back at him, and I was like, oh my, dude, I'm screwed. I am actually screwed right now. So we all run over there, and we look, and the longboard is in the street where my longboard got run over at.
Oh my god.
And I look, and it's in pieces, dog. So immediately I grabbed my longboard, and I went down as fast as I could to go grab the longboard. And we went down there, and we assessed the situation. And basically, I missed. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
And basically, you know how kind of, if you guys don't know what longboards look like, it's basically a deck, and you have 2 trucks.
You don't know.
Dude, I don't know.
What do you
whatever.
think? Zay's watching this video?
Zay,
Zay, do you have freaking longboards in Britain?
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know what England is like. But you have 2 trucks, and then the board. So basically, the part where the trucks was the front truck was held onto, like with bolts, was completely broken off.
Is that why it went under?
No. It was completely fine. It just somehow broke through the barrier that we tested, and it landed straight on its nose. So it kind of went off and landed straight on its nose on the ground. Oh. And it completely broke the whole thing. Like, it just was a rip. And now Braxton roasts me every time. He's like, you owe me a longboard. And every time I'd be like, hey, you want to go longboarding? He's like, nah, you broke my longboard. I still feel bad to this day.
That's so, you can't really do anything if you tested it.
Yeah, I was like,
somehow it went under though.
Yeah, he was like, dude, you know, it's all a meme. Like, I don't really care. We tested it. It's like you really can't do anything.
Did you
about
test the guardrails that it went under?
Yeah, that was like the exact one we tested it on.
So
that's the
weird.
funny thing.
That's weird. Yeah, that is definitely.
Man, my nose is so itchy tonight. Sorry, guys.
Alrighty. Last topic. Do we have time for one more?
Yeah, why not, dude? We're at 48
All right.
minutes right now.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, we'll finish up with. What other topics do we have on the list?
We got our last game is other games we like to play.
Do we have anything else that we want to do, or do we want to do that one?
I mean, we can go back on other things, but that's the last topic
'Cause
we have.
I feel like people know what other games do we play.
Yeah, true.
What's something interesting? What's something that's interesting to learn about people?
I mean, guess I could. I mean, if you guys didn't know, I'm 6'3". I'm 170 pounds. I weightlift a lot. I'm a thick boy, but I'm actually not. I'm just really skinny. I don't
Oh,
know
dude,
if
I'm
that-
getting really bad lag. I'm leaving.
All right. Well, we'll end it there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess so. Why not, dude? We got no more tough topics to go about.
that's true. All right. Any concluding thoughts, or
Hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know.
I
if
guess
you
we
did.
can't really ask the people that are watching
True.
if they have anything else. Let me think for a second. What do you want to be when you? No, let's not. Let's save that for another time.
Yeah.
Like careers, because we're doing that on the big podcast.
Yeah.
Right?
So tune
For
into
next
the
week.
big podcast if you want to hear more retarded stories. Because I've got plenty of those. I'm a mildly autistic child, so.
Yeah. So for this one, this is it for this podcast. But just to recap, our other big podcasts that we've done, we've done one. We did that today. It was just kind of an introductory get to know you. Next big podcast that we're planning on doing with everyone, we're gonna be talking about what are we talking about? Like future careers, college, education, schooling type thing, and retarded childhood stories, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So it should be a pretty fun, goofy, chill live stream. I mean, not live stream, podcast.
Video
So
podcast.
yeah.
Hope you guys tune into that.
Yeah, go watch the first podcast though.
Yep, definitely.
Go watch
Stay
our other
tuned for it.
podcast that we made.
One thing that I don't think we explained earlier in the video was we're all doing different spins on the podcast. So Aaron is going to do his own thing. I'm going to do my own thing. Muffin's going to do his own thing. I'm not going to tell you what they are because you got to find out on your own. But we're all doing different things, so it's not just the same bland content.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like you can maybe watch my content if you like that specific thing, or you can watch Aaron's or Josh's point of view to like get different things out of the podcast. So
Yeah.
just stay tuned for that because it's gonna be awesome. Yeah.
I just had a revelation, but we were gonna talk about that off of mic because it's an idea and I don't want it out.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's gonna do for my podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely stay tuned for the big podcast that's coming out. It was a lot of fun to film, and we should have another one coming out soon after the big podcast. So 2 coming soon, and then maybe another one of these.
It is. Yep. It's just recording our normal conversations, basically. Peace.